What's up, everybody? Joey of Juice for today, back at it again with the second episode of the 64 podcast, a series where we talk about media from the past, present, and future. Today it is just me, so yeah, no other special guests today, but yeah, so we're gonna get straight into the main topic, which today we are talking about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Came out a few days ago. Don't know when this is being uploaded. Hopefully not too far away from Valentine's Day, which is when the Sonic movie did come out. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this now. This is gonna be spoilers. There is so much I want to talk about, and I don't even know how organized it's gonna be. And I kind of want to start from the beginning of the film and go from there. And the beginning of the film has a lot of major spoilers for the story. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, and you want to see it, go watch it. Come back here later. If you don't care for spoilers, go ahead, just watch it. Because I will be talking about the end, and I will be talking about the post-credit scenes, everything in between. Real quick though, so 64 Podcast, we do have a website, anchor.fm/64-podcast. We are also available on other podcast sites like Google Podcasts, Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, and of course, while you're here on YouTube, our beautiful home platform. Either way. But yeah, and of course, if you watch on YouTube, it's generally it's uploaded here first on YouTube. So if you watch this on one of the other podcast sites, you come over to Joe64, my YouTube channel. You find more content that's outside the podcast, along with getting the podcast about a day or two early, because I tend to just upload quicker on here than on Anchor and all the other ones, podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, etc. But yeah, we're just going to jump straight into it. So yeah, so starting off, there may be a bit of paper noise, hopefully, because I actually was like, I'm gonna take notes, so I just bought a piece of paper. So I'm gonna start the movie. It starts with kind of like in the trailers. We saw Green Hill Zone, we see Baby Sonic and all that, and I don't want to give us like a whole review of the entire movie. I talk about every part, but I am going to kind of detail the beginning, because I really do like the beginning. Basically, we had this whole thing with Baby Sonic. Is somebody has like an owl parent figure, which I don't remember. I don't even think they said her name. They did. I remember looking it up, and I couldn't find it. Like I said, the movie just came out, so it's kind of hard to find this information. So yeah, but basically his owl mother from the beginning, stuff happens, and they kind of said the thing where people are trying to steal Sonic's powers, because he has the super speed and all that. And then we have a tribe of people trying to shoot Sonic with bow and arrows, trying to beat him. And eventually Sonic has to escape to Owl Planet Earth, and that's where the movie really kicks off. But going to that tribe, that is Knuckles' tribe. That is Knuckles the King did that. I'm pretty sure that is his tribe from Adventure and all that, because that are definitely designed to be like the King does. So which, who knows? Which something I'll probably get into a little later with the sequel bait that we have. There's a lot of stuff pointing towards there being a sequel for this film. As of now, it's doing pretty outstanding as opening weekend. So hopefully we get enough money for a sequel. Who knows? Anyhow, I do like that detail of kind of Knuckles isn't in the movie, but his kind are in there, and there has been something in the games before with there being the whole indigenous people, Knuckles' tribe and all that, all from Adventure 2. We've seen them before, but it's kind of cool on Chronicles. But yeah, I also like how Sonic Mania, the opening Sonic Mania music by the Hyper Potion song, was also in the beginning, which is kind of cool. I did enjoy that. Later on, we do get to meet Tom, which is the police officer. His whole thing, I do kind of like his story. Was kind of oh, he's the officer of Green Hill, but then he goes to San Francisco, which again, cool reference, because San Francisco is where the headquarters of America is. Plus, that's where Adventure 2's a lot of the Adventure 2 city levels are based on. So that's cool that he did San Francisco for that. But Tom was played by James Marsden. He did an outstanding job. I am really happy with his performance. That was really good. Tinka Sumpter, I believe that's how you pronounce it, which was Tom's wife. Maddie, she was amazing. She was more of a side character than one of the main characters, but I just figured I'd bring her up because she did do a wonderful job in her performance as well. Let's just keep going on. I do like the stuff how they build up Sonic, how this is his origin story, and how the whole thing is he's been alone his whole life. He has no friends. He's been watching all these Tom and Maddie his entire life. They've been like his family and all that, but he's lonely and he can't tell anyone about his powers because he's gonna have to go to the mushroom planet. I wish I could. I honestly was gonna take a photo in the theater because I can't, but like when I get this on DVD, or if I find a photo of it online, the map, he had like a map of a whole bunch of different like areas and planets, like worlds. And I'm like, I want to see there's any video game references there, because like obviously, or Sonic references specifically, because obviously like the first one was like a Mobius, I'm assuming. Earth was the one that Sonic was in, and then the one that we saw, like the mushroom area, that's supposed to be like Mushroom Hill Zone, which I wonder if that's supposed to be like where the Knuckles tribe comes from. Is the Mushroom Land maybe? Question mark. I don't know. But like we didn't see them every time we saw the mushroom area. We only saw them in the beginning, so yeah. I will say this film set us up a lot. So like the Knuckles tribe, you see that. There's a couple other plot points that are set it up. We get to know a lot of side characters I could see coming back future film. Sonic at the very end, skipping ahead, Sonic gets a permanent home on Earth with his new family with Tom and Maddie. So like, there's a lot of stuff that gets easily set up for a sequel movie or a TV show. I've always been more of a fan of TV shows than movies. That's just me, mainly because it's like you get a whole bunch of smaller segment stuff that go on for like years potentially. Like Steven Universe is a great example of that. But like with a movie, it's like a one big like a lot of money goes into it, and it's just one big thing. But like I don't know, that's just me. I could see a TV show maybe come out of this. That's stupidly like high hopes though, so I'm not expecting that. There are most likely it's just going to be another movie if we do get a continuation of the story, which I'm okay with as well. It's harder for you to watch okay, quick side tangent here. Like the Marvel movies, it is so hard to get into that because of how all the movies, like you have to watch all those movies just to understand, like, not all of them, but majority of them to understand the main plot, which kind of annoys me. Anyhow, getting back to Sonic the Hedgehog. I do like the main catalyst for the movie with the whole baseball scene. That was really emotional, but I also like how Sonic was like, but I'm alone. I'll always be alone. It's just like, it really hits you, because like, it's a whiplash of emotion where he was like happy, but then he realized he high fives himself, and he realizes I'm alone, and it's like it comes out like unexpectedly, but not like this is a forced emotional moment. It actually feels real, like someone would just naturally. That's something people naturally have, just kind of like having a good time. Then like a sudden something like triggers them off, and they're like, oh, right. And that was a really good moment. Then he went so fast. His powers ended up like doing the blue burst and all that, and which people thought was. I do like how they brought up like could it be an EMP, which I thought was actually kind of neat because that's not really. I don't know. I think that's where I'm more. I like how they kind of got a bit more like modern tech in there to our times. I don't know. That's just small detail. I don't know why I remember that specifically, but it's kind of like, could another country be trying to attack us? Obviously, it's mainly just a throwaway line, but this is a small detail I thought was kind of neat. Going to like Sonic's emotions, his whole dilemma and the way he's portrayed. But anyway, the way he's portrayed and all that, I really like. I like how he's again portrayed. Ben Schwartz, he does an amazing job voicing Sonic. He's awesome. That was great. Yeah. Going on from that. So Robotnik, Tim Carrey. Amazing job. That first scene with him was really great. I like the whole thing where he was with his robots. He has the glove, just bam, 10-mile radius, go. He's just so like professional and fluent, but then like he's also the ego, which I remember some interviews with Jim Carrey before and talk about like he loves playing characters where it's like they're like super genius. Like Eggman, he has an IQ of 300, but then it's like his ego gets in the way of that, and I love that. And the character's kind of like, I know he bought the Grinch. Like obviously, there's a lot of parallels with the Grinch later on in the movie. Basically, one of the post-credits scenes is Eggman. At the very end of the movie, he gets Sonic traps him on the Mushroom Planet and all that, and he's stuck on there. One of the post-credit scenes, we see him there. He's like, "I'll come over to get that hedgehog. I'll do it by Christmas." And one of my friends jokingly like, "Oh, that means the second movie's going to be on Christmas." I'm like, "I wish," but I'm assuming that's a Grinch reference. But that was nice. Or that's I kind of like that because I also kind of works with just him becoming even more insane. So that is one thing with Robotnik and Jim Carrey. I love how I thought the movie getting more and more insane, especially near the end. And near the end, his mustache. He actually has this Eggman mustache. I'm hoping he's gonna adopt the name of Eggman, starting with the second movie. If there's a second movie, also I keep bringing up the second movie a lot because it was okay. So we had the Eggman post-credit scene saying he's coming back. We have stuff with the Knuckles tribe in Sonic's original home. We have his new home now where he lives and he has a solidified place. The government's out of the way, But there's also the credits. There was a scene at the end after the credits at the very end, and it showed Tails coming through one of the portal rings, and just whoosh, I'm here. He's like. It's like, I think he's here. He actually has the Miles electronic from like Sonic Lost World and Unleashed. And I'm so happy he has the Miles electronic. That made me so happy, honestly. Being like, oh my gosh, it's this Tails. But anyhow, with Tails, he's like, I think he's here. It's like, I hope I'm not too late. But it's like, then he like flies off. I do like how his flight is like super speed. So I wonder if that kind of connects them, and maybe we'll find some lore about maybe like Knuckles also has a speed ability or something. I don't know, but this cool detail I noticed. But yeah, basically like right now, if the movie ended, it would be fine. I think it's a great standalone film. But the fact that they cut out the Knuckles tribe part. Well, Knuckles tribe kind of live with. There was just like a generic tribe, and it was a Knuckles tribe, plus the Tails scene and the Eggman scene. If they would have cut that stuff out, I wouldn't have been too I love a sequel still, but I wouldn't be too worried about it. There have also, but it's like you set these things up, you really hope this movie. I think they really have confidence this movie's going to break the box office records, which I do believe it is on. As of now, it is on track to be in Detective Pikachu, becoming the fastest grossing movie based off a video game character, which is amazing. So yeah, I do know Friday night is made $22 million, over $22 million, which I don't know if that's just in America or worldwide. The website I kept trying to figure out if that was worldwide or just America or just one area. I'm assuming worldwide, which that's amazing. And I'm just hoping, okay, let's keep this train going, y'all. Let's see what comes up next. Tickets, honestly, just real quick, another thing about the movie, the tickets were surprised, but normally, movie tickets, at least what I've seen like Disney movie tickets would be close to like $15. These were only $10, which was nice. I don't know. It was just nice. Just something I'll throw out there, but, going from there, I do like how Sonic, when they were first getting caught, they Bob where he was like in the ball and he rolled down, but wasn't a spin dash. That was a nice reference. With the bar scene, going to the bar scene, I do like how Sonic it displays his speed, how he was able to knock out everybody so quickly. We see that 2 or 3 times throughout the movie. That was really great. What else do we have? Tom and Sonic's relationship is really good. You really see them slowly come together. I just love how I love that. I know a lot of people say this movie's like it feels like it's written in the 90s and they just kind of dug up the script. But me personally, it's like I don't get that personally. I'm like I didn't really see the 90s. I'm literally looking at my collection of the Pokemon, the original Kanto series of tapes. I have the VHS tapes for all those. I've watched them. It's like I've watched these older things, which I may just not, maybe I just don't understand, which is fine. Everyone's opinion is their opinion, and and I can kind of see what they see, but like me, it didn't hinder the movie for me. I still enjoy the movie. Honestly, I'll say this right now: if they would have kept the original design, I'm not saying the movie would have been better. It would have been worse still, definitely. But I honestly, like right now, I think it's a great movie. It's like great, fantastic, one of the best movies I've seen in the past couple of years, honestly. But it would have been below Detective Pikachu for me, just because of the widen, and the everything else out except for like Sonic's just look was amazing. Like, if I saw this movie blind, like literally, I was like blindfolded and I listened to it. It was amazing. Like honestly, just the pure widen. I laughed a good amount of times, which with Detective Pikachu, I think I did that 2 or 3 times. But it was also in this film. Something I will say about, because there's a lot of comparisons to Detective Pikachu and Sonic. I actually watched Detective Pikachu, or earlier last week, or from when I watched the Sonic movie. Basically, like the first week of February. We'll say that, because again, don't know when it's being uploaded. Yay! My schedule will be uploaded like in like next 2023 or something. Anyhow, I watched Detective Pikachu fairly recently, just so you know. I kind of want to watch again, 2, refresh my mind on this movie, and I'm gonna watch and like I enjoyed it again. Rewatching it, I was like, wow, this movie's a lot better than I remember being. I don't know why I think it's been so long. I forgot how the Detective Pikachu is just fuzzy in my mind. But also, yeah, this is a solid movie. About a week later, Sonic movie comes out, and I'm like, oh, why Sonic? Now it's awesome. I think the big factor is between Detective Pikachu and Sonic. If you're a bigger Sonic fan or a Pokemon fan. Now, I had a friend that went for me who's way bigger Pokemon fan. 2 of them actually, and even before the Sonic movie. Now, that also could be Detective Pikachu. What about Detective Pikachu? Am I trying to get? What's my point? Detective Pikachu it's not like Pokemon Red and Blue, the movie, or it's not like a core Pokemon game. It's a spin-off. It's a spin-off movie of a spin-off game. That's our first major, not theatrical, first Hollywood-made Pokemon movie, Nintendo movie. Which kind of surprised Pokemon's first, but it's not the biggest surprise. Would have been Kirby first. That'd be a shock. Well, Kirby did have a movie, but that's besides the point. But yeah, that is something. I may make a separate video just discussing the difference between Detective Pikachu and Sonic movie. Probably when Sonic movie gets a Blu-ray, and then I can watch them both back to back, compare them. I will do that. I thought about doing like debate series for like having 2 people we debate back and forth what's better, even if we like opinions aside. Anyway, so I do like how they introduced the spin dash, where Sonic did the spin dash. Again, this being an origin story, seeing the spin dash, seeing during the final fight where Sonic is all like powered up, him doing the home-in attack against Robotnik and all of that, it was just amazing. Also, a fun little story, because I'm going through my notes, it's one by one. They're kind of all over the place, but I just wrote down floor is sticky. There was some scene where I don't even remember what the scene was, but like Sonic, it was either when he was in I think it's when he was in like the body bag, where he's like, it's something sticky in here or whatever, and we were immediately like, our theater we were in, the section of the floor we were on was stupid sticky. I mean, it was like really sticky. We were like, oh my gosh, the floor. We were like, oh, it was funny. We were all like, oh my gosh, the floor. By the way, I saw this with Lucas, Captain Brownie's was spinning various of my videos and live streams, and Carly she was in Snipper Clips. She's been in a few of my live streams as well. Went with some other people, but yeah, those are the 2 people that the audience will most likely know if you see my other videos. If you just watch the podcast, well, you're out of luck. But go watch my other videos. Plug in. But yeah, the ball fight was solid. The final fight was outstanding. It could have been longer. That is one criticism I have with the final fight. I felt like they could have went to a few more locations with the wings. But I wonder with Sonic, does he have a limited amount? Will he eventually run out? Now I think about it, for the second movie, that could be something he's running out of them. and he's like, well, I need more. And there's gonna be some reason why he needs to go back, and maybe it's gonna be something to do with Tails. It's most likely gonna be Tails coming back, like, Sonic, we need you to come back, and who knows? Maybe then we'll see like Cream and Cheese, the Chow, Vanilla, Amy. That would be really cool. Vector, I think it'd be kind of cool to see Vector. I can kind of picture it. I can picture like Cream. I can't picture. The Chow. I feel like Chow would just look like how they already look. I don't think they would change that. Like, maybe make them look like more detailed, but not much else. But yeah, that's really everything. One of the things I want to leave you all with is with Tails. If anybody knows who voice acts Tails, because I watched the credits when the voice actors came up, none of them were it said Tails. They did not. Tails wasn't in the credits. I didn't see it, at least. And if he was up there, I didn't see it, which kind of annoys me if he was. But because I want to figure out if it was his original voice actor or not, or his current game voice actor, because it sounded very similar to his voice actor, but it sounded like his Sonic Boom voice actor, which I think is his current one, but I don't remember if Tails just changed his voice actor with Sonic Forces or not. I feel like that has. I know Tails has changed his voice actor twice since we've had since we've had Roger Craig Smith. Yeah. Also, I guess another thing, just kind of wrapping this up. Yes, Roger Craig Smith is still going to be in the games. I know I saw some people have a confusion with that. But yeah, I think Sega Conform knows something. But yeah, I don't have too much to say this movie, but it was awesome. The rating I'm going to give this is a 9 out of 10. It was outstanding. I loved it. It's not the perfect movie, I could tell you that, because there is still some loose ends that I could see. I know there have been rumors of this being a trilogy, plus I've also heard rumors of there being a Eggman spin-off, which is Robotnik's Origins, I guess, which I'd be down for that. Like, that would literally just be Jim Carrey's the main character, which would be awesome. But yeah, there's not too much, like I said, there's really not too much to talk about. So again, I don't want to really get into it, because I don't want to sit here and be like, bam, 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 telling you everything, even though I already have. But you haven't seen this, if you've listened to this, you haven't seen the movie yet, go see it. It's amazing. It continues the streak of good video game movies, and I can't thank Paramount enough for that, because we've had a bad streak for a while. And the Ted Pikachu, this continues that. Hopefully, that Mega Man movie and Mario movie coming up, we're going to keep the ball rolling. I'm kind of worried about the Mario movie, just because it's Illumination, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But yeah, Sonic was a solid movie, and me just being the huge Sonic fan I am, just elevated it even more. So that's pretty much it for today's podcast. Pretty short, but that's it. That's just want to talk about Sonic. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm dragging this out, but yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Remember again, we do anchor.fm/64-podcast. You can find our website where you can see everything, every platform that we are on, like Google Play and all that, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and of course here on YouTube, where podcasts are always uploaded about a day or two early. So if you're watching this on like Google Podcasts, for example, this has been already uploaded as a video version. And if you really like my content, you want to see it earlier, come to my channel. I have plenty of content here on top of the podcast as well. Hopefully starting to try to keep this podcasting a bit more of a recurring thing. I know I kind of did the one with Steven Universe and I kind of left it. Plan to do it again. Keep going. Next podcast episode will be we'll be talking about the 4th season of Carmen Sandiego on Netflix. So I hope y'all stay tuned for that. And without further ado, thank you all for watching. Stay awesome. Bye.